What's up, Glam Stars? Today we are cooking baked chicken made easy with a couple of sides that you guys would love with your meal. Today's ingredients that you're going to need is black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, adobo, accent, NARS chicken bouillon or bouillon chicken of your choice, and some Sazon Goya seasoning. You're going to need to put your oven on 375 to start, and of course the star of the show, chicken. So give me 1 second. We are going to season this chicken up and go from there. All right, guys, now we're ready to season the chicken. We're going to go ahead and sprinkle our accent salt on. Can't get over here. Okay, I always season the backside that's going down first. Then I'm going to add some black pepper. I always season on my pan. Just trust me on this method. The reason why I do it this way is because everything that's going down stays on the pan. And it just adds more flavor when you put that little bit of water you need. Next is my chicken bouillon. And you can put this in like a container. Or if you wanted to use a seasoning. Jar, an old seasoning jar, maybe buy you one. That'll be fine as well. You can do that, but I'm okay with this. Now, don't put too much of this on because you are adding other seasonings. You don't want too salty of a meal. So now I'm using the onion powder, and guys, this can go on as you prefer. I'm just doing it the way I do it. You can follow exactly how I do it or do it your way. Only if it had Smell Channel. That would be so cool. It smells good in here. Okay, now my garlic powder. We are garlic lovers in this household, so I don't shy away from the garlic. All right, and now I'm going to add my adobo. Be careful with the adobo. The adobo is way more saltier. Okay, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of my Sazon all over. And 1 pack should do it. If you buy the seasoning bottle, that's fine as well. Just go light. That is fine with me. Okay, now I'm going to turn the chicken over. Trying to keep the same direction that I had going on in the beginning. So just kind of if you can. If you can't, that's cool. Because everything's going to be on the opposite end. But it still should go in a jigsaw puzzle like this for you. Just on the opposite end, which makes it work. Like so. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys. So I'm almost finished seasoning up the chicken. And I'm just putting the last touch on, which is the Sazon. Okay. And then I want to add some onions. Where you been all of my life. Onions, where you been hiding? Okay, guys, you want to go ahead and put your onions on. Trust me, you want some onions. Sometimes we do bell peppers. It just all depends. I don't have that today, so I'm sticking with this. Then, I'm just going to use my little plastic plate here. And I'm going to add some water down. Now, the key to really good baked chicken is not so much water, guys. You don't want to drown it with water, but you need some water to create the steam. And that's why I love the fact that we put a lot of seasoning, because this meat is also going to create its own juices as well. And when it does, it is going to be absolutely delicious. I mean, it's going to be amazing. So now I'm just going to take some spray that I have, and I'm going to spray the top because I want this to become crispy. Okay? You can use water, whatever you choose to use. I'm going to use what I know to use. And that's a little bit of spray, and this happens to be a little aerosol olive oil spray. Not going to hurt anything. It's going to be so good. Now, you can go as far as to go ahead and add you some butter on here. I'm going to keep it healthy. We are trying to eat healthy around here, so I won't be putting butter, but sometimes on a cheat day I will add butter, and it is amazing. You can try it if you like. I'm going to cover my chicken, but not a tight cover. Okay, just to create some steam in there. Alright, guys, I'm going to put this in the oven. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. It really does help out. And like I said, I'm going to put this in the oven, and I will be back in a moment to show you the sides that we are going to cook. Okay, guys, now we are ready to make one of our sides, and it's going to be green beans. And you say, oh my gosh, green beans, that ain't nothing. Oh my gosh. Wait until you taste this recipe of green beans. You'll never want to make green beans the same way again. Most people pound butter in it and maybe potatoes every now and then. But just try this recipe and I guarantee you won't go wrong. Alright. So we have the bacon in the pan frying. Don't that sound so good, y'all? And the pieces of bacon that you want to add, I always add 3 pieces of bacon to 1.5 cans of green beans. So you can up the count size of bacon with however many cans of green beans you use, or by the ounce. So basically what I'm cooking this bacon for is for flavor, of course. Here's my famous little spatula spoon. I love my little spatula spoon. Okay, and this bacon that I just showed you guys, the wrapped bacon, it really does let out a lot of bacon fat. I love this about this bacon. It not only tastes good, but it lets out a lot of fat, which that's what you really want when you're cooking your bacon. So this is already coloring up really nicely, really quickly. So now I'm going to add my green beans. And some people like to rinse their green beans off and use their own water. That's in your mind. Just go ahead and pour these green beans in. If you think about it, it's sat in that brine for however long that it was on the shelf before you got it home. And then you want to go ahead and come home and rinse it off like that's going to do something. Whatever is in these green beans are already in these green beans, whether you rinse them off or not. Just remember that. So now this just looks like regular green beans, right? So now I'm going to use some table blend. Couple of sprinkles of that. Some black pepper. Some onion powder. Do it till your ancestors tell you to stop. That's the only way I can tell you. Like I said, I don't do measurements. Whoever those ancestors are. That was a little accent salt. Well, that's really not salt, it's flavor. A little garlic powder. And this one, we're going to do Lawry's seasoning. And then you put the top on, and that will be it. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next side dish will be mac and cheese homemade. The things that you will need are the 3 packs of cheese of your choice. I choose medium, Colby Jack, and sharp cheddar. You're going to need panini pasta. And you're going to need evaporated milk and an egg. Be right back. Alright guys, my water is to a boil. I'm going to go ahead and pour the noodles in. Keep in mind guys that I did salt my water. And then I'm just going to put the top right back on there. Then we're going to go back over here. And my butter is melting. I'm going to use a whisk. You don't want this part to go fast because you don't want your egg to burn. You don't want it to cook, rather. Alright, now I want to put my cans of milk in. Remember, this is the canned milk. Ooh, sorry, guys. I shook it up, but whatever reason. There we go. Alright. 1 egg in. Go ahead and put your egg in. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and add some salt. A little bit of pepper. I like to say poquito. And then you're going to go ahead and whisk it in. Whisk that egg in really well. While doing this, you're also going to go ahead and be mixing in that salt that you added in. Guys, you should smell in here. It just smells so good. You smell the seasonings of the chicken. You smell the green beans and the bacon, the smoke flavor going on in there. And my noodles are popping on the stove. Going to be lovely. You can smell the canned milk and the butter. Okay, so at this point, you're good. The egg is all the way beaten into the milk. You don't have to worry about it making scrambled eggs at this point. Alright guys, I'm just going to keep whisking and I'm going to bring the cheese in and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, now we're adding the medium cheese. I'm going to add the whole package. I'm going to add the whole package of Kobe Jack. And then we're going to add the sharp cheddar. And guys, I forgot to tell you about my little twist that I use. I use just a little bit of parmesan cheese. And you can use fresh if you want to. I use granulated, and that's just what it is. But you are welcome to do what you want to do in your home. So right now we just stir the cheese around until all the cheese is melted, and I'll be right back guys to show you what it looks like melted. Alright guys, now I'm going to put the cheese sauce in. You gotta be careful. Mix it in a little bit. Get it down in there. And we're gonna see if that's not enough. I'm gonna pour it in and stir. And when you use panini noodles instead of regular noodles, you'll see why I do that. You're going to get ooey gooiness all throughout the inside of your noodles. The rest of the cheese sauce can be for some broccoli and cheese. Oh yeah, we do different ways around here. We'll make it work. Okay, now I'm going to top it with sharp cheddar. You can use what you like. Sharp cheddar just looks pretty on top. Also, you can use a mixed color, Mexican blend. It's all up to you. Alright guys, here's the green beans. And here's the mac and cheese. And we'll be back when it's finished and cooked so I can show you the chicken, the mac and cheese, and the green beans all together. I'm back, Glam Stars. Get a load of this mac and cheese. Before we go any further, let me say, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, my glam stars. I really, 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 really appreciate all of you that have come through for me and watched the videos that I have done so far. Yes, it's going to help my channel out a lot. But here is the mac and cheese. Here is the baked chicken. Please get a good look of this. Oh, it's about to go down. And look at those juicy green beans, guys. Oh my goodness. Everything turned out delicious. Nothing is burnt. Everything looks appetizing. And everything tastes delicious. So I want to give you a good look at the mac and cheese on the inside. And I'm just going to show that to you really quick. Okay. I'm just going to dip right in and show you how ooey and gooey and delicious that looks. All right, glam stars, I appreciate you for watching my channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. More dishes are on the way. More things are on the way. This channel is gonna be popping. So don't forget to subscribe so that you can see all of the things that's coming in 2021. You guys have a great day. Bye.